Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today TV. As the drama continues, the Southeasterners are not sparing even their leaders. Also, when it comes to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu's release and issues bordering around Igbo presidency, insecurity, Southeasterners are beginning to raise their voice very, very high indeed. And they have this to say, not just to Igbo, not just to elder statesmen, but also the Igbo political leaders in all the roles they've played and many more. Before we go into the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon, please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. We're the spiritual head of Soul Revival Outreach in Newe, Anambra State, bro. Ike Uzuku says President Muhammad Buhari is not really ready to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), that's Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently detained by the DSS in Abuja. Uzuku, a fairy prophet, stated this in Newi. He said that Buhari would not free Nnamdi Kanu, contrary to expectations of early release of the leader of secessionist group. Uzuku declared that it is the next Nigerian president who will take over from the incumbent in 2023 that will actually free the IPOB leader. He, however, said that no amount of intimidation would stop Nnamdi Kanu from the freedom struggle. He is passionately committed to concluding the journey which Chief Emeka Ojukwu started in 1967. Kanu has been consistently speaking about marginalization of the Ndibo in the geographical expression called Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has assumed the leadership of Ndibo because the political leaders, rather than talk about the evils being perpetuated against their kings and kin, decided to play the ostrich by keeping quiet in the face of unprecedented injustices against Igbo nation. Whoever that underrates the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra will be doing so at his own risk, he stressed. Uzuku said that the smartest thing Buhari would do is to toe the path of reason and allow Kanu go home in peace. A lot of criminal elements have taken advantage of the insecurity in Southeast, committing all manner of atrocities, including bringing down of people, kidnapping and stealing. Nnamdi Kanu must be released so that he can address the people who are seeing him as the reigning, undisputable Igbo leader. He, however, thanked President Buhari for the second Niger bridge, but Ndibo deserve much more than that. We need international seaport in Onitsha. There is railways crossing the northern parts of Nigeria, even in some cases extending to other African nations, yet there is none in Igbo land, he added. He called for compensation and apology to Igbo youth who have been in detention for over 15 years, only to be discharged and acquitted recently by the Federal High Court in Awka. Terrorists have been compensated on the flimsy excuse that they have repented, while Igbo youths are being marked for destruction, he declared. The prophet, while speaking on the 2023 general election, said that any politician who is more than 60 years old should not aspire to contest for presidency. He said that President Buhari's lack of control of his administration due to old age is enough reason for old people to allow younger persons with youthful energy come into the saddle of leadership. Many corrupt government officials fled the country when President Buhari came on board in 2015. But today, corruption has become the order of the day under his watch, which I believe is caused by his inability to control the cabals due to his old age, he emphasized. The prophet who prophesied about the plans to set up the Apostle Johnson Suleiman of Omega Fire Ministries in 2019 said that the plan against the Auchi-based pastor is still on. He said that some people are actually playing games with the man of God, but added that people will start confessing their roles in the plot to set up Apostle Johnson Suleiman when they start reaping the fruit of their attack on an innocent man of God whose ministry is still experiencing great growth, not minding the satanic schemes. Uzuku, however, urged the president of Omega Fire Ministries, Aochi, Edo State, to remain prayerful, especially against temptation. All right, you've heard what the fairy preacher prophet has said, that no matter what all this whole noise making, we are thinking about it, Master Nnamdi Kanu will be released and all that. Saying, look, Master Nnamdi Kanu will not be released, and it's not really ready to be released. Yes, it's not going to be released, and there's no readiness to show that he will be released this period. And I said, likelihood that the incumbent will not do anything. That is the next president that may be likely be looking at into releasing Master Nnamdi Kanu. But there's something he said that caught my attention. I know it caught yours as well. The fact that for 15 years, some Igbo youth who were marked, name tagged in him, given a name tag, have been in detention for 15 years. 15 long years of their life thrown down the drain over a tag that was not neither they're doing or neither did they partake in them. And just recently they were discharged and acquitted just like that. No compensation, nothing. 15 years thrown down the drain, nothing to show. Being called an ex-convict for nothing. And there are some persons who will just hear that they said they apologized, they have repented. We don't even know when they repented. I don't even, and they have done a lot of mayhem, of which IDP camps are littered everywhere in the north, and some already in the southern part of Nigeria. And they just wake up one morning and say they have repented, and they give them lofty places, lofty dreams. They are allowed into the society. They can vote and be voted for, and they're even given allowances, giving them some sort of stipends, reintegrate them, make them even feel better than normal Nigerian citizens who are looking for jobs. What I was saying, these are the marginalization or the perceived marginalization that makes the likes of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho to go ahead and agitate. What is good for the goose is honestly is good for the gander. What is good for the north should also be good for the south. If those who have committed so much mayhem are just allowed, they're not even convicted. They say they are repented, let's just reabsorb them. And these guys are agitating under the law, under a UN charter. It's permissive. In as much as it's not violent, it is permissive. And they have been in detention. And these guys, after all said and done, after going through everything, they now found out, oh, oops, sorry, you guys are innocent, you can go. 15 years gone, nothing to show for it. And these are the things they're talking about. And this prophet is now saying, look, all this in the world, whatever elders are doing, just forget it. They are playing people to the gallery. Not the Kanu may not be released. And he's saying, look, whatever you guys are doing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not ready to let go of this, because the followers are seeing him as a true, undisputed Igbo leader. Do you agree with what he's saying? Let's meet in that conversation. Let's interact, please.